Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Third Age Total War Massive Overhaul Submod, Sylvan Elves. Here's my little plan. We did take Gundabad earlier, yesterday, for anyone that hasn't watched it. But the dwarves as foolishly didn't garrison it and lost it, pretty much. So what we're going to do here, rather than sieging this place, because it's a horrible custom map and I despise with every fibre of my being.
There they are. We've defeated their
I'm going to try and get the defenders of the castle to come out and attack me.
Attack!
Because it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to kill these guys on the battle map than it is, you know, in an open field than it is going to be to kill them in the fucking siege. Because I'm not doing that siege. That custom map is horrible. It's just so fucking annoying. There's so many walls and stuff that you have to get through. All your army is pretty much pelted to shit by arrows before you even make it to the middle. No offense to the guys that made the damn custom map in the first place, but I'm not a fan of that, I'm afraid. Yep, we'll do what we usually do. Set our archers into loose formation. We don't have the luxury of being on the defensive, so we shall have to go to the enemy.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Okay, first things first, crush these guys before the reinforcement shows up. Thankfully it's well over the back, so we don't have to worry about it too much. But these cavalry archers are pretty fucking awesome. See if we can't send these guys in, do as much damage as we can to them.
The battle is very much in our favor. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I'm afraid we may need to sacrifice these cavalry just to stop the Warg Riders from getting to us. Gonna get our archers a bit closer.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Okay, we're gonna need to do something about that fucking catapult. Can our archers reach these guys all the way over here? Yes, they can. I'm going to send our cavalry over here, hopefully. Quite literally just fucking beat the crap out of these catapults before they can do any serious damage to my flanks. Which is what they're going to do, really. No, don't bath, son of a bitch.
Victory will be ours.
They ran right into him, not what I wanted to happen, really. Doesn't look like we're going to have much of a choice in this, guys. We need to move forward. Move our archers on top of this hill here.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I have a bad feeling about this. Really didn't need these catapults still being alive, to be honest. Don't fire arrows, do what we can. Needless to say, this has not gone to completely go according to plan. I would have liked to get rid of those fucking catapults if I could have. They get so close. Or not. It's those fucking catapults that are doing so much damn damage to us. Yeah, needless to say, slightly concerned right now.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Only half the enemy force remains.
We might still be able to pull a victory out of this. Whether or not we will be able to have enough forces left to deal enough damage to our enemy is debatable. see if we can't send a few of these guys to deal with these fucking catapults.
Good tidings.
There goes their captain. Like I said, we may still be able to pull a victory out of this, but it's a fucking messy victory.
We've lost half of our men.
At least we're dealing with one of those damn catapults, which is the major fucking problem.
If we continue like this,
now see,
we will smash
because recently I've had to quickly record this on Friday today, so I upload it on the weekends. But I sort of slept in till like fucking lunchtime, because I stayed up quite late last night. So I'm sort of like way off. I need to quickly record this, and I'm kind of stretching it close because we're gonna have people showing up at my house pretty fucking soon. So yeah, you may have a bit of interruptions pretty fucking soon, but hopefully not too much. Send those guys over here to deal with the rest of these catapults. Someone remind me to build more
enemy general lies dead.
Fucking more cavalry, because they are really helpful. Could have saved me a lot of fucking time.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
We want to kill as many of them as we can. Well, we won, but it was one hell of a messy victory. We lost at least 1,000 guys. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have enough troops to survive a siege of that place. So it's a victory, but it's a fucking hollow one. Those catapults are dealing way too much fucking damage to my troops. And the cavalry would have been a lot more effective if it didn't bloody well do so much. I don't know, we might be able to take it, actually.
Stay sharp.
Yeah.
Our lands will be safe once more.
Suck on that, orcs.
Guard this area.
We actually wiped so many of them out that we could just take it without any problems.
And honor, noble friend.
Okay, that's a bit of a silver lining, at least. And so many turns we'll have that. 2 more turns when we built those guys, we'll send them over to the king. I'd rather build that. Yeah, the cavalry is really quite helpful. It's powerful for one. And it's really the only way to get to catapults and deal with them effectively. You could send units like I did, but in the middle of a battle, it's not really too much of a big option.
Elves!
My lord. Your orders.
See if we can't get trade agreement or something with
Journey planned
Rohan.
out.
See what they're up to. Hopefully they'll garrison that pretty soon with this little troop the unit that they got here. So the Free Peoples are now using that because they have, obviously they probably have military access with the High Elves. So they're going across the bridge rather than going across there, which they can't do, to deal some damage. Anyway guys, we will go to the next turn and see what's going on. We've taken that main stronghold of the Orcs, at the very least. We lost a lot of fucking troops doing it, but, you know, silver lining is we managed to actually take the place without having to siege it. So, it's not all bad news, really. I would have liked to have that battle a bit cleaner than it was, but never mind. Anyway. Okay. It's really quite annoying trying to start every turn not saying okay. My relationships were improved with some of my allies, not vassals.
I am a warrior, not an emissary.
That is a pretty awesome general that they got themselves
There
there.
is healthy respect between us, my lord.
Although, not strong enough to take that, I don't think. Ah, finally, they've garrisoned it. Still in rebellion, but they've garrisoned it, at least. The orcs, the dwarves, I'm sorry, are laying siege to Gundabad. I'm not overly sure, yeah, I'm not overly sure whether or not we should give this place to the dwarves or not, because, well, you know what the dwarves are like, they'll lose it. They won't garrison the fucking thing properly.
My lord.
So I think we should just keep it for now, until the orcs of Gundabad are dealt with at the very least. And then just let the dwarves and the Free Peoples fight it out against each other. It's their own fucking, it's their own war. It's their war, they can fucking deal with it themselves. I have more important tasks to be worrying with. Do we build... Does the culture population almost have enough? I think if we build an army barracks, by the time it's 7 more turns, we should have enough culture to start recruiting in Moria. And then it's a lot easier to get troops to Legolas to resupply.
By the light of Elbereth! Onward! Elves, we must give up the road.
We should almost be ready here. Just one more turn, and then we've got our forces up and ready. And we can send them over to the king at Moria and hopefully garrison that properly. Anyway, we will go to the next turn and see what happens. There's not much more that we can do, really. It's mainly seeing if the dwarves have what it takes to take Gundabad in the next turn.
Set up an ambush.
The public order in that Khan Dum place just dropped like a rock. Hey, trading route. They're still laying siege to Gundabad, which is fine, I suppose. Relationship worsened. The wild men of Dunland don't like me very much. The Free Peoples like me a little bit better. Dale and Mordor have stopped fighting each other. Yeah, the public order in this place dropped like a fly. I don't know why. Unfortunately, there's not really much that we can do. Other than maybe send some troops over, but
light!
It's going to take him a while to get over there, unfortunately. Hey, we've got another spy. We can send that over to Gundabad. Just to keep an eye on everything. Now, the wild men of Dunland have done pretty fucking well for themselves recently. I think it's all these big fucking cities that they control that are bringing in crap loads of income. Which are allowing them to build huge armies.
Your orders. As you wish. Without question. Yes, stopping here.
Just trying to get a glimpse of what they have exactly. They control a town over here. Thankfully we got some map information from the High Elves, so we know what's on their borders around there near the rivers. That's at least one good thing. It's starting to rain. Not a good thing, that. Anyway, our troops should be recruited now.
For the light! Elven, come on!
Yes, my lord.
Reinforce, my lord. Elves.
We will keep... Yeah, just keep the
warriors,
poorest
swiftly,
archer units inside
for
there.
the light!
And these guys can group up with the king outside of Moria.
Be vigilant.
Obviously, we want that place garrisoned constantly. We don't want to risk an attack. Although we have a buffer there, you never know when something horrible is going to happen.
Elves! Elven warriors!
I think we'll wait 3 turns just to get that central of the Woodland Realm, and then we can move these troops over and garrison it. I'm slightly worried about this because the last thing we need is it rebelling against us. I don't suppose I can recruit any mercenaries at Kilwall, can I? No.
Move out!
Is it got more public order with or without the general? With. Definitely with.
Remain wary, elves.
We just have to hope that
Yes, my lord.
they keep it. At the very least, we might have to give it to the dwarves. But as said, they won't be able to recruit anything there anyway, because they won't have the culture, which is kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure Legolas could take on an entire stack of Dunlings with his little archer army here. It wouldn't be too bad, but I don't want to test that theory just yet. I'd rather wait for reinforcements from the Woodland Realms, aka these guys.
Yes, my lord.
And the 2 Ent armies are going to show up. The Ents are excellent little fucking troops. You just literally send them in, and all the enemy focuses on them while you pelt them with arrows. Anyway, we'll go to the next turn and see what happens. We may get interruptions practically any second now. Ooh, what's that that popped up? Rioting. Borderclare, Dale of Mordor. We killed a few citizens in that rioting, so hopefully the public order's gone down a little bit, yeah. Anyway, send that bit of reinforcements. Actually,
My lord?
we group up with the dwarves and help them out.
There's the target! Put them down! It's end.
Help them with their little siege of Gundabad, and then we can slowly move over there.
My
The
lord.
plan is to garrison the place a bit more, but
Possible, my lord.
whether or not we'll get there in time is debatable. Last thing we need is the Orcs of Gundabad becoming back from the dead, like they do. Well, actually, the last thing we need is one of those hordes showing up out of nowhere. I don't particularly like that. You kill the faction, it should be dead. Just like that.
For the light!
We should be able to cross Yeah, right back there.
Come on! At ease.
Okay, that place is built. I completely forgot about that. We shall build an improved forest path, and that should increase our trade by quite a bit. May as well build those guys, I guess. Actually, no, let's keep the cash. It's quite useful later on. May as well build crop rotations. Keep everyone happy. Should pretty soon be able to recruit in Moria. We got 45%, so hopefully by the time 5's done. Yeah, just ignore the shit in the background. We shouldn't be here too much longer anyway.
My lord.
I half expected it to happen a lot sooner than this in the video, so, you know, it's not too bad.
Yes, my lord.
Not much more that we can do, really. It's just building up units, waiting for the king's reinforcements to arrive, and then we can hopefully move on these guys. Having Moria as a recruiting hub would be really quite nice, because it would mean that we wouldn't have to move all of our forces all the way from our original homeland all the way over here. So go to the next turn. Okay, guys, they have attacked us, but we have vastly superior troops apparently, so clear victory.
We've defeated their wretched armies. Enter it.
Yeah, if there's anything I've learned from last time around, we excommunicate them. We just kill them all quickly. Ah, bollocks. We've got a horde on our hands now, I believe. We managed to ninja fucking Gundabad from him, though, at the very least of things. They did this last time, like fucking 5-minute wait just for the bloody horde thing to actually pop into effect. Okay, guys, not really sure what the hell happened there. The game froze and took like 10 minutes to load. I literally just went to make myself some lunch because it was just taking like 1 frame per fucking every minute. Just going really slowly. It was moving, it wasn't like frozen, but it was going really horribly slowly. It looked like it was trying to load. I can only assume it was trying to load the Horde script for the Orcs of Gundabad or something. But once it finally came to load, I'm not quite sure what happened because I buggered off and made lunch. But when I came back, it was just like this. And it had little things on the bottom saying Orcs of Gundabad annihilated and then destroyed and whatnot. So it must have spawned the script, but then killed the Horde straight away. I don't know. Or I'm pretty sure the script fucked up, to be honest. Because it took 10 minutes to load, and then it seems to have killed them, like it usually does, and then spawned the Horde, and then killed the Horde straight away. Or, I don't know, the script must have failed horribly, or something. Or it might just not have spawned them at all, I don't know, I wasn't here, I gave up watching it move every, like, 1 frame every fucking 30 seconds. So, it was just a little bit ridiculous. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there, but we have Gundabad now, at the very least, and the Orcs of Gundabad appear to be destroyed. I can't give you any fucking reassurances on that, but I can't see the little star on the map anywhere showing you where the Horde usually is. And the game did say that they were annihilated, so I'm thinking that they're dead. Whether or not they actually spawned a Horde script or not, because it took like 10 minutes just to get it fucking like normal working kind of thing. So I don't know, it must have like screwed up something royally there. But oh well, not that I'm complaining really, I didn't want a Horde. Horde's the last thing we need to contend with right now. But yeah, it's weird. It's never had that before. It usually loads it within a couple of seconds. If you know, if you remember the Horde script for the Orcs in the Misty Mountains, I had to like wait 1 minute for it to load. It took a bit, like, it was a bit laggy and the frame rate dropped tons. It was like that, but 100 times worse. Literally, I thought the game was frozen because it wasn't moving. It took like 5 minutes for me to realize, wait a minute, the smoke on the Annihilation of Gundabad is actually moving every now and again. So that's the only reason I knew it wasn't frozen. That's why I buggered off and made lunch. But yeah, assuming that he's not hiding, there isn't a hole hiding somewhere. I don't know, I'm a bit confused with it really, but there you go. I'm hoping that the Horde's dead, or just didn't spawn a Horde for whatever reason or something, I don't know. Hopefully we won't have to worry about it. Anyway guys, yeah, Gundabad is fine and secure because we execute the populace. Karndam is still experiencing some difficulties. It's got 60%, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, there isn't much more that we can do, and we should be way past the 30-minute mark, so we're going to end this here. Annotation top right-hand side, as always, leading to the next part.
For the light!
Next weekend, we'll move the troops over here, join up with the king, and move on the wild men of Dunland. So guys, that's all for now. Like I said, annotation top right-hand side, I will see you there. Soul out.